In my last commentary video, I talked about Keir Starmer planning something really stupid that not only is going to risk his life, but everyone else in the country. It's not just London that will be affected, it's Birmingham, it's Manchester, it's even the countryside. The whole of UK will be affected by his decision. He wants to go to war. I was hoping that wasn't going to happen, but we're slowly leaning towards it. I am beyond annoyed. Donald Trump as well. I don't know why I didn't mention this, but Donald Trump has sent, as far as I know, because I only seen two videos, he sent two US Army aircrafts into Heathrow, or some military base, I don't really know, to pick up nuclear bombs. This country is screwed. This country is so screwed. However, I'm making this video because there is one way to survive if it were to happen, Iran dropping bombs on us. In London, we have the London Underground, or the Tube. Half of the Underground has deep level stations, quite deep. Back in the 30s and the mid 40s, they were used as bomb shelters or air raid shelters when the Blitz were going on. In other words, Germany dropping their bombs on England. We can still use those tube stations as bomb shelters. Again, I'm talking like if this were to happen. I don't think it will happen, but it may happen. I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't. But if it does, we would either hide in some other tunnel or the tubes. There is a very deep tube station, the deepest one yet. I think it's been overtaken by a couple other stations on the Elizabeth line, but the deepest one I know of is Hampstead. It is 15 stories below underground. That would not only make a perfect bomb shelter, but it would make a perfect nuclear bomb shelter. And as I said, if this were to happen, I would most likely end up heading there even before it's mentioned on the news. Because I don't want to find out on the news and then it'd be too late. Because Iran is quite close to us in terms of distance. So if they do launch a missile at us, I would have no fucking time. And I don't want to be hiding in the Greenwich Foot Tunnel knowing there's running water above us, because if that leaks, we are all fucked. That's one way of surviving a possible attack. That's as far as I know. That's what the people in Ukraine has been doing. That is what people in Bangladesh and Pakistan's been doing. I don't think they have underground stations, but they do have tunnels they can hide under. You do get parking lots, underground parking lots. We do have those, but they're not that deep. They're deep, but they're probably only deep enough to be used as like in a tornado situation. But tornadoes and explosives are two different type of disasters. The reason why I'm making this is because if no one has nowhere to go and all the underground tunnels are filled to the brim with people, you can pick the underground, the deep level tube stations. We have loads that are deep enough that you'd be fine. But it depends how deep though. I'm obviously going for Hampstead because Hampstead's quite deep, and so is Camden Town. But Hampstead is a good pick because it's the deepest yet. As I said, you got Elizabeth line stations, but they're probably not going to be that good. I'm just saying. I don't know. I never lived in an underground station for a number of fucking weeks. So I can't say that. But what I can say is tube stations, the deep level tube stations are good as bomb shelters. Anyways, I will go now. It's just a small little video I want to talk about. This probably won't have a thumbnail, so yeah.